Hot Toys just released Savage Opress and he is looking hot. As a huge fan of the Clone Wars, you know this is already one I have on order and I'm very much looking forward to getting in my collection. So let's look through all the blogger photos today, and right off the bat, yeah, he looks great. Of course, there's some swap out pieces and stuff, so we'll discuss maybe my preference, but of course I need to get it on hand or get it in hand and then actually swap out pieces and stuff. But yeah, the arm, the horns, stuff like that, swappable. But yeah, he's looking big. He's looking like he's gonna have some presence. He's looking like he's gonna have a lame base because just some brown on top, you know, the basic Star Wars base. But that's fine, I guess. It's just standard for Star Wars. But I always wish one day they'll upgrade some of the bases. I wish he kind of got the cogwheel one, because you see the the Sidious right here. You got that kind of cogwheel style base. So it would have been really cool if Savage got it. But then again, the Maul's a little bit older. Some people don't like him. I have in my collection and I like it. But I wouldn't mind a 2.0 or some of a Clone Wars Maul, because I do love the Clone Wars Maul look. But now I'm losing my train of thought. But basically for bases, Darth Maul gets the basic rectangular one, and then Savage also gets rectangular one. So I guess it makes sense for those two, whereas Savage would be a lot taller than Maul. But the Sidious gets the cogwheel one, and it makes sense. He needs to be a little bit taller because he is just, you know, the Sith Lord. So yeah. And man, this fight, I'm sure a lot of you watching this have seen the Clone Wars, but this fight is so cool between Sidious, Maul, and then Savage. Yeah, because we all know what happens to Savage in this fight, right? This is his last fight, so yeah. Oh, that fight is so good though. I'm excited to get them in and just kind of, now that, because obviously I love the Clone Wars, so I have the Sidious and the Maul, so I'm excited to kind of recreate some of the moves, just have them fighting kind of like this. But here, I really like this photo. Of course, he wasn't around when the Clone Wars logo went red in the final season, but he looks great nonetheless. I love the expression. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. Like just that kind of angry scowl looking thing going on, I guess we could say. The eyes are the Sith eyes. They're all like that yellowish with some red around them, looking creepy. The horns are removable, so you can put some like full-size horns in there or keep them short, like they just got sliced off by Obi-Wan or something. And then same for the arm. The arm here, this is a robot arm. I don't know which I would lean more towards. Of course, I always like battle damage looks, so I like the horns being missing. But the arm, it looks cool. We'll have to see. Maybe there's some photos in here that just have the regular arm. But of course, when I get it in hand, I'll make my final decision which one I want to have in the display. But his lightsaber looks great. All the bandages on the arm, because what Hot Toys did, they actually upgraded they updated the head sculpt and this actual robot arm. They didn't have the bandages on it before, so I'm glad they did that. That looks really good now. And then here, you know, we got the brothers. You got Maul, we got Savage, and although this Maul's older, he still looks good next to him. But of course, you can definitely tell the head sculpt on Savage is a bit more updated, a bit newer. The skin texture looks better and stuff. But yeah, they're gonna look great next to each other in the display. Of course, the Maul, I hate that forearm that always falls off, so I put the Clone Wars or the clone communicator on it. But yeah, these look awesome next to each other right now. Here, just got Savage looking angry, as expected. Yeah, so you also get his like axe looking thing. I don't really remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, you get it. And honestly, I probably won't really display him with it, because for me, he's a lightsaber wielder. But yeah, you can actually see that swap out arm here. So you have his regular hand here, and the hand texture also looks really good. Maybe one thing I could say though is the fingers in this photo specifically, it could be because it's a little blurred, it's not in focus, but they look like they're glued together. Like, yeah, there could have been a bit more darkening or shading to make them look like the fingers are separated. Yeah, but you see like a vein in there, and yeah, it looks good. And then of course you see all his horns here, and man, yeah, it's a tough one because I love battle damage on figures, but considering it's a robot arm and then just the amount of presence he has with all these horns, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Then yeah, here's him just holding it again. Yeah, man, like I said, Zord Photography, shout out to him again, because dang, his blogger photo is always so good. He's using that Iron Spider base on here, and it looks really good with Savage. He's holding up a clone. Wow, this is incredible. Here, man, and it even looks like he's stabbing through a clone. This is just crazy cool looking. And he's on top of all the clones. Dang. Yeah, I just love all his blogger photos. He just poses stuff all like crazy, because even when I look at some of his photos, like when I was looking back at the Wolverine, like the yellow and blue suit one, he had him in some crazy poses, and I was like, dang, he really bent the heck out of the joints. Because for me, I didn't want to bend him too much to damage the suit or anything, but yeah, I'm glad he kind of just posed him like this because it really shows what you can really do, especially if you don't worry too much about the suit or depending on the suit material. And Savage gets like all fabric, so luckily, yeah, it looks like where all the joints are fabric at least. So luckily it looks like he's gonna have a lot of posability, but man, I'm just standing on all the clones. That's awesome. And sitting on them. Yeah, this axe, it looks super cool, but maybe, I don't know, would I need him like holding in one hand and the saber in the other? I don't know. Right now I'm thinking it might just go back in the box for me. It looks cool, but I just see him wielding the saber next to Maul just a lot more than wielding this axe. But yeah, he looks so good. The eyes here, I don't know if that's some editing to make them look like they're glowing orange, but yeah, dang, it's just so good. Yeah. And then here's him with Maul, got the lightsaber draped down. His saber, it really is really big. And then this Maul, it's interesting. That's not, did Maul come with a half saber? I don't believe so. I'm trying to remember if the Clone Wars Maul came with a half saber. I don't think it did. So this is one probably from the like 2.0 Maul or something that came with the half saber, but looks interesting. I was gonna say because his saber looks a lot bigger than Maul's, but Maul's is probably about the same size. I don't know why I'm comparing their saber sizes, but that's what we're doing now, or their hilt sizes, I should say. Yeah. Oh, Savage, I'm so excited to get him in. Here's, Sidious coming being like, bro. Oh, and man, I love this photo because he's holding the sabers behind his back. Dang. Oh, this is so cool looking. I love this. Savage does not look happy about him being there. Just body checking Sidious now. Dang, then that throne, man, that throne is so cool. I wonder if Hot Toys will ever give us, that's not from Hot Toys, right? I don't think so. But I wonder if they'll ever give us this throne. That'd be super cool if they make a Maul 2.0, the deluxe edition, you get that throne. Maybe I mean, it's probably not my idea, but maybe I gave him an idea there, if they make a Maul 2.0 from Clone Wars, just give him that throne as a deluxe edition. That would be so cool. But yeah, like I was saying, just seeing the fight here, yeah, especially in figure form, it's going to be so cool. And yeah, he's just holding it there. I feel like a lot of these photos are going to be probably the same now. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting Savage in my collection. He is looking just awesome. I love the Clone Wars, so whenever there's a Clone Wars announcement, even like for example, like Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, how they're not Clone Wars figures, but they have like the swap out Clone Wars pieces, like the clone gauntlets, you can take the robes off, stuff like that. I always kind of lean towards those ones. Like I really want them in the collection. Like I have Kit Fisto on order, and then Plo Koon I don't have on order yet, but I did pick up, yeah, he's currently in the light box because it's going to be a sooner review, but Clone Commander Wolf I picked up, and yeah, you can tell I just lean towards Clone Wars. And I just have to say real quick, his teeth look really glossy. I really like that. But yeah, so whenever there's Clone Wars announcements or releases and stuff, I just get excited. And here you can actually see their saber comparisons, and Maul's maybe looks a little longer. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who has the longer hilt? But yeah, Savage, he's definitely coming home. He just looks great here. And then that's a funny photo with him fighting, of course, Sidious here, just the eyes looking down. He looks horrified, which actually, that's kind of cool. So even though he has like the angry face, you can make him look a bit horrified fighting Sidious here with the eyes looking down. Because of course, why wouldn't he be? He's fighting the Sith Lord, and he kind of gets taken out in this fight, so makes sense. But yeah, here's the swap out, or not swap out. Can you take I guess you can take the bandages off if you want, so you can have it. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can slide them off if you want to, is what this is showing. I don't know why you would, but I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool without them. But yeah, like I was saying, I lean towards Star Wars Clone Wars figures heavily because that show, I grew up watching it and it is amazing. So Savage is coming home. Basically, I always try to get my hands on every Clone Wars character, just having the display. Sometimes swap them out because I'm getting the Ahsoka Anakin from Clone Wars, his Clone Wars look, and then swapping out my current Clone Wars Anakin. So thankfully that one's not labeled as Clone Wars, but it's Clone Wars. Same for the Rex. But yeah, Clone Wars is awesome. Savage looks Savage looks awesome. I guess I was mixing up awesome and Opress. Yeah, you know what I mean. But basically, just let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts on him down in the comments. I think it looks great, but maybe you guys have some nitpicks. You guys always let me know down in the comments when you find some flaws, which I always appreciate, because honestly, sometimes like with that recent Spider-Man battle damage announcement, I get some of those nostalgia glasses. Like I see it and I'm like, gosh, this is a figure I really, really want. And I don't notice like the little details and stuff. So if there's any nitpicks and stuff here, definitely let me know in the comments, because of course we want the most accurate figure ever. But then again, this one released, so they're probably not going back to fix it now. But Savage, he's going to be not a grail. Well, for some people, maybe a grail, but like a mini grail, because I really don't see us getting out of Savage in the future anytime soon, at least. A Maul 2.0 is probably maybe there, but a Savage, yeah, this is probably going to be a 1 and maybe done, because he doesn't have many other looks in the show or anything. So yeah, so I really don't see them needing to, I guess, make a new one in the future or anytime soon. Just this one looks great. And yeah, but basically, if you're a Clone Wars collector out there, I feel like you probably already saw Savage and have him on order because he looks great. It'd be awesome to recreate some poses of him and Maul fighting Obi-Wan, him and Maul fighting Sidious, just doing some fun stuff like that. Because of course I have the Clone Wars Obi-Wan as well, and that figure looks beautiful. I love the look of the armor. But yeah, he looks great. So just give me your thoughts down in the comments. Definitely hit like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this. And as always, a special shout out to the channel members. I look forward to talking to you guys again very soon. But until next time, stay 6 scale.